Well, hello to you, and a very warm welcome from Salford, and a very warm welcome to a very special Granada reporter to report live from the city's brand new youth zone as we give young people a voice that often goes unheard. We are dedicating tonight's programme to young people. They've been telling us what it's like navigating an increasingly complicated world. They've been sharing their stories of struggle, but also their stories of hope too. So why have we chosen Granada? Why have we chosen Salford for you this evening? Well, largely because of its location. We are just a stone's throw away from Manchester city centre, but there are a lot of problems in this city. More than 40% of families living in poverty, and many of the young people we've been engaging with over the last few days have told us that they have concerns over their safety. But this is a city that is resilient. It's a city that really wants to look after its young people. So it's hoped that this £13 million project will now be a game changer. And here it is in all its glory. The atmosphere here is incredible. The youth zone is open 7 days a week. Around 200 young people are expected here this evening, and it comes at a cost of just 50p each. In a moment, we'll be talking to some of the young people who helped realise this dream. We will also be reporting live from around this building. Katie is up in a balcony while I will be giving you a guided tour. But first, Tasha Kachir reports on how this incredible youth zone came to be.
Welcome to the official opening of Salford Youth Zone.
Hundreds of young people from Salford and beyond have now stepped inside the city's brand new youth zone. It's only been open a few weeks, but more than 3,000 young people have already signed up, a target they thought they'd only hit by Christmas.
There wasn't really that much around here for young people in Salford, so it's definitely going to make a big impact on the young people and the next generation of youth in Salford.
And it's theirs in more ways than one. They helped design it, from the name to the logo and everything in between.
So it's just tailored to us, so we know exactly what we'd want, and it's just come out so nicely, so now we can all enjoy it.
Open 7 days a week, all year round. For just 50p, young people get access to sports, music, food, friends and trusted adults to support them. It's been made possible thanks to local donations, the council, government funding and business owners like Fred Dunn.
When I was a lad, everybody was poor. But we didn't know we were poor. It was a community. And there was youth clubs, and there was scouts, and there was boys' brigades. You could go anywhere. It's lack of it now. There's been cutbacks over the last 20, 30 years, and it's a shame. And we need to support these kids. Even
local police are backing it.
If I was a child, I'd be in there every day.
Yeah, same
I
as
love
me.
it.
We have nothing like that. I sit on a park. If you can't enjoy yourself in there's something wrong.
Officers are already building better relationships and guiding kids off the streets and into the youth zone.
You've not got an excuse anymore just to be sat chilling on a corner, not doing anything. If you want to go and better yourself and change the place that you live, then we've got an opportunity here that we should uptake and work with.
In the last 20 years, youth services have been decimated. Many say this place is a lifeline for young people.
Youth services are not legally required to be delivered in local government, and ultimately local government has been through 14 years of austerity, so really struggles to deliver these sorts of facilities. But these facilities are, they're life transforming, and this is just amazing for the city of Salford, especially here in Pendleton.
The excitement here is infectious. Young people eager to show just how much of a difference this place could make. Tasha Kachiri, ITV News, Salford.
Well, really incredible work being done here over in Salford. And let's talk to Joe Amos, who's the head of youth work here. Joe, really good to see you. A lot of work, a lot of effort has gone into realising this dream of having a youth zone here in Salford. Just how special is it for you to see this all in action?
It's really special. It's great to see young people in the building, engaging in positive activities, really mixing with the friends, socialising. It just makes you really happy to see it.
What does it mean to the young people who are attending here today to have a centre such as this bang in Salford here?
Yeah, it means massive to the young people attending. It's somewhere safe to go, something positive to do, and a trusted adult to talk to, and that's what we try and provide here at Salford Youth Zone for young people. It's about giving them opportunities to learn new skills and make sure that they prosper in the future.
You've been a youth worker all your career. You were telling me the other day that actually you were inspired by a youth worker, but I hear that in many ways this is a vocation that is dying out. That's a problem if that's the case, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive problem, and we need to make sure youth work's seen as a profession that young people want to have a career into it. I'm a product of youth work myself, and it's made a massive difference in my life, and I think that's really important. Youth work can make a massive difference in young people's lives.
The facilities here are frankly incredible. A lot of input has come in from the young people and of course the donors, but that's just the tip of the iceberg, isn't it? A lot of work, a lot of thought has gone into making this actually happen.
Yeah, there's loads of people who've been involved in making this happen. The young people have been right at the heart of it, but including funders, council supporters and the community as well. It's really important that we're seen as part of the community as well, and young people feel part of that community and have a sense of belonging, and that's what we're trying to do here in the youth zone.
And just very briefly, Joe, I mean, what would your message be to a young person who's thinking about going into youth work, but they're not sure at the moment whether that's the vocation for them? What would you say to them?
I'd say give it a go into it. If you want to make a difference, in young people's lives and you want to give back to your community, then I would say, follow youth work and you'll make a real difference in young people's lives.
Great stuff. Okay, Joe, many thanks indeed. Well, the people behind this project chose Salford because really they believed that it was a community that was in need. More than 3,000 young people have signed up as members, and actually Salford is the third most deprived area in Greater Manchester. So it gives you an indication of how much demand there is in a place like Salford for a centre such as this. But it's not just in this youth zone where good work is being carried out. Emma Sweeney has been out and about in Salford with one person hoping to make a difference.
Joe! Hi, Kerry. Hi. How are you doing, my love? I am okay.
For Kerry Muldoon, community is absolutely everything.
I wouldn't like to live anywhere else. I really like it round here. It's so trusting. It's just the kids. They basically got nothing to do from the age of maybe 9, 10. We want to catch these kids early, before they get to the age of 16 and they've got criminal records. Hey!
Hi, love.
Look what we've got.
Kerry speaks from experience. It's why she spent years, along with the likes of Tina Tudor, trying to help young people. The pair are currently part of a group planning an annual fun fair for local families.
This year we're trying to aim it at £2 a ride, so it's affordable, because we know the cost of living. Just to go to a fun fair is kind of out of reach for a lot of families if you've got more than 2 kids. Yeah.
But there's only so much one can do to keep young people on the straight and narrow. Over the last few years, youth services up and down the country have been decimated. In an area like Salford, where 41% of children live in poverty, it's no wonder many feel forgotten and risk falling into the wrong crowd. This is why both Tina and Kerry welcome the new youth zone.
If they get them and they get them right, they've got it. And if they bring into that youth zone stuff that kids really want, a bit of music,
Opportunity.
It's the opportunity. It's having things, yeah.
Have you enjoyed yourself?
Kerry is a community connector at the new youth centre. It's only been open a handful of weeks, but already it's a hit. Her daughter Phoenix and friends have gone several times.
I've only been going for about 2 weeks, but they've already given me the opportunity to go and watch basketball in that O2 Arena.
There's the hair salon, there's the makeup that you can do, there's the cooking, which they make new foods every single week, there's the gym.
It helps people get out of the sort of stuff that they shouldn't be doing as well, because it gives them more activities to do.
And for Kerry, it's these activities that will help to provide the next generation with a better future. Emma Sweeney, ITV News, Salford.
Well, many thanks indeed to Kerry for talking to us. I'm going to take you a bit of a tour around the building. We're probably not going to be able to get across all 4,500 square feet of it, but we're going to give it a go. Firstly, we're going to talk to Phil, who is the chef here. Phil, good to see you. Just tell us what's on the menu today.
Today we've got jerk chicken, rice and peas, we've got some sweet corn, we've got a vegetarian lasagna, we've got salad, coleslaw, garlic bread, loads of stuff.
Sounds delicious. You're very busy, Phil, so we will leave you to it. Many thanks indeed. Well, if you follow me, I'll take you into another room, and the figures that we've seen have shown that 1 in 8 local authorities up and down the country don't have access to a youth zone. So communities up and down the northwest are crying out for a centre like this one. But from food over to fitness. If you follow me, you come through here, I'll take you into this very cool location. It's the boxing ring, and there's some very inspiring words from Muhammad Ali up on the wall there. Impossible is not a fact, it's an opinion. And if I could just stop you lads and talk, have a very quick chat to Abdullah very quickly. Very busy. Hey, Abdullah. How are you doing? How are you doing? Well, tell us what you think of the youth zone so far.
It's really good. There's lots of stuff to do here. You know, basketball, volleyball, like really good. Friends and stuff. You know.
And how's the training going?
Really good. He's really good.
I didn't say that.
Okay, keep on doing what you're doing, Abdullah. Many thanks indeed. Well, that is the boxing ring. Lots going on in here, lots of activities, sparring practice. The lads are feeling very fit and very energised. But from the boxing ring, I'm going to take you to the dance class where it's all going on here. Here the ladies are, they're doing their thing and getting hip and dancing to some music and stuff. Let's have a very brief chat with Tula. Hey Tula, how you doing? I'm sorry to disturb you and interrupt. Just tell us what you're doing today.
We're just making a dance routine for fun.
Yeah, are you enjoying it?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. We'll leave you to it. Sorry to disturb. Keep on doing what you're doing. Follow me. If we go through here, there is so much activity, there is so much excitement, there is so much going on here. There's games of pool going on outside, you've got football matches, some paddles going on, you've got some table football here, a load of the guys are playing ping pong or table tennis, so it is so important. It's not just food, is it? It's making sure young people have somewhere to go, it's making sure young people feel energised, and they're busy, oops, sorry guys, excuse me, and they're occupied and they're entertained. But this, for me, is a pièce de résistance. This is my favourite part of this area here. There's lots going on here. The climbing wall, and bearing in mind, folks, this is 50p for each person to come in. It's an incredible facility, and again, it allows young people to keep busy, to keep entertained, and to be in a place like this that is viewed as safe, where they will have access to a youth worker, where they'll be able to connect and talk to and build relationships with an adult who they choose. The adult doesn't choose them. So really, really important work that's going on here. And we're going to be seeing many of these youth zones up and down the country, hopefully. Preston has been earmarked for one. So that's really, really exciting, really important stuff, really, really important work that is going on here in Salford. So hopefully, fingers crossed, more of that to come. We are going to go up to Katie in a second. She's got a panel of really good talkers, really young people, some really, really inspiring words. I was going to have a go up there, but I'm in my 40s, so I'm way too old for that for now. But I know somebody's going to have a go with it on my behalf. This is Carter. Carter, before we go to Katie, take it away.
Skills there. Thanks, Gamal. Well, you join us now from the top floor of Salford Youth Zone, and I'm joined by four very special guests. We've got Florrie, we've got Ruth, we've got Jack, and we've got Lacey. And they all live in Salford. They're all members here, and crucially, they've all played a role in designing this amazing building. Guys, welcome to Granada Reports. Thanks so much for joining us. Florrie, we'll start with you. Just tell us a little bit about what you loved about designing this project.
I think it's truly been a life-changing experience. Not only did we get to design the building with architects, like the logo, the colours and the overall layout, but the fact that we get to inspire people every day that come and enjoy our beautiful facilities that we've got here.
And that's really great to hear, and it's inspired you to want to become an architect as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, just seeing their day-to-day role and the fact that they get to build things like this just helps me, like in the future, to look at things that I can do possibly to help the community around me. So.
Brilliant. Now, Ruth, we know this time of year is really stressful for teenagers, isn't it? You've just done your GCSEs, lots of exams going on. How did you deal with it?
Yeah, it was pretty stressful, particularly if you want to do well, which I do because I want to be a diplomat. But regardless of what you want to do, I see there's a lot of pressure from both sides, friends, family, school. So yeah, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, and you found it difficult as well, haven't you, Jack, talking about mental health. How hard is it for young people to open up? Do you think you need to do it more?
Yeah, well, coming from a person who's dealt with mental health as myself, I know how hard it is to speak out and talk to someone about how we're feeling, and especially with men's mental health, where there's that big stigma in the world where men aren't allowed to talk. So Yeah, I just think there should be more things put in place for people to speak their feelings.
Yeah, and what are your kind of worries and concerns at the moment for you and your mates?
Yeah, well, going back to the question before when you asked Ruth, exams, I've just finished my GCSEs and I think now's the time when it's stressful for my results, so yeah.
Well, good luck for that. You've got a few more weeks to wait, haven't you? Lacey, it's also stressful online. What's it like in that toxic social media world as a young person at the moment?
It's more of like a double standard where people are trying to be someone that they're not, because just because it's online doesn't mean that it's truthful. And I feel like, especially with the younger generation now, they're more easily influenced by other people, like online predators. So I feel like the biggest platforms like TikTok, Snapchat and Instagram, they should do like more things to prevent like the younger people like being influenced and like being predated upon, like putting in a bit more restrictions and stuff. Because it happened with my parents, they restricted it for me, like not seeing certain stuff, and it benefited me so much.
Yeah, some great advice there. I mean, we all heard about adolescence a few months ago. Did any of you guys watch it? Yeah, the phrase toxic masculinity was bandied around. Florrie, what does that phrase mean to you as a young man?
Yeah, I think it's like particularly on social media, setting unrealistic standards for young men and damaging expectations that they have to live up to. So.
And to add to that, I would say that it's not only online, it's in real life as well. There's a sort of expectation that young men and boys should be violent, strong, wear design or have a lot of money. So yeah, it's pervasive.
Well, let's just look at hopes and dreams and your futures really quickly. Lacey, what do you hope the future has in store for you?
I hope to do law, criminology and psychology as an A-level. I'm not sure what I really want to do in the future, but I know I either want to be a criminal psychologist or a lawyer.
Sounds exciting. How about you, Jack?
Yeah, well, I want to study music and hopefully in 10 years' time I'm headlining at a festival.
Brilliant. We might be getting to interview you in Granada Reports in the future. How about you, Ruth?
I want to study politics, French and economics at Loretto College, and I want to be a diplomat.
Fantastic. And Florrie?
Currently, I'm not too set on like a career, but I've got many options, and I just want to be able to do something that inspires me. Like based on this experience that we've had, it's been really inspirational for me. So I want to be able to push that out to the world as well.
Well, that's so great to hear, and it's been so lovely to chat to you. We could chat for hours and hours, couldn't we? Thank you so much for your time tonight. We're going to head now to Gamal. I believe he's getting a little touch-up in the beauty salon.
I certainly am, Katie. Yeah, hi again. So we're in the salon, and it's a place where the young people who are in here today can talk to one another, they can communicate with one another, and the message here is that it's good to talk. And one person who knows more than others about the importance of talking and communicating is Esther Jai. Esther, lovely to see you again. Well, what do you make of this youth zone so far?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. I've been in this room for a while now, just chatting to the kids, and yeah, they're really getting into doing hair and makeup, and the facilities are great, like got a climbing wall, and it's just so important. It's such an important facility for young people to be able to come to get off the streets or get out of the bedrooms and off the smartphones and off social media.
We know that your daughter Brianna was tragically murdered 2 years ago. You've now dedicated your life to making sure that there is mindfulness and wellness for young people and children. They have access to it in school. For our viewers who aren't exactly sure what mindfulness is, how would you explain it?
Just to say that I would say that mindfulness saved my life during the hardest time that I ever have gone through, which is losing Brianna. Mindfulness, it builds empathy towards yourself and towards others. It also builds resilience as well, and I think that this is something that young people really need now. It's about being aware in the present moment, and yeah, I think just think about all of the issues that kids have online now and smartphone addiction. Like having that awareness is so important now, because it will help you realise when you're doom scrolling and when you need to get off it and come to somewhere like this.
Yeah. We know that Brianna loved hair and loved makeup and loved glow-ups. What would she make of what we're seeing today?
Oh, she'd absolutely love it, honestly. She would, I think she would go wild in this room. Yeah, one time she actually did my hair and makeup. I've got some really terrible photographs of me after she had me. So, yeah, she'd love to come here. And just to say as well that some of the young people that I've spoken to today, they've said that they would either be on the streets, like hanging around with the mates, or they would be in the rooms, like feeling quite isolated. And they've come here and they've made new friends. And I feel like this is something that Brianna would have really benefited from.
One thing that I've noticed, and I'm not sure whether you have, is that there's no mobile phones.
Yeah.
And we all know about the dangers of social media, but to me it proves that actually young people, they don't need things like mobile phones and social media when they've got lots of stuff to do.
Yeah, they really don't. And when I speak to young people quite often, like between the ages of 16 and 21, and they say that they wish they hadn't had social media, but they felt like they needed to be on it. And currently we're experiencing loneliness in young people more than ever, even though we've got this connected world with social media, but it just does not stand up to like really quality face-to-face social interaction. And here you can be creative, you can exercise, and you've got that really great social interaction as well, and you're making real friends in real life.
Just very briefly, Esther, what would your message be to a young person who's having struggles with their mental health? What would you say to them right now?
Do you know, I'm not a mental health professional, but I've been through things myself. I've experienced anxiety and depression, and just to say that it won't last. Like, nothing is permanent. You will get through it, and just if you really are struggling, contact a health professional. Come somewhere like this and speak to one of the youth workers, and they'll be able to point you in the right direction.
Okay, powerful and poignant words. Esther, always lovely to chat. Thank you. Well, I'm going to continue my glow up and get my eyebrows done, but for now, over to Katie back on the balcony.
Yeah, Gamal, you need it. Thanks so much. Well, I'm delighted to say that I'm now joined by Adam Farraker, who's the CEO of Empower Youth Zones. Adam, thanks so much for joining us tonight. You yourself are a product of youth centres like this, so you know firsthand, don't you, just the importance of having somewhere to come like this?
I do, yeah. I grew up in central Manchester a long time ago now, and it was youth work that changed my life and put me on a positive pathway, both personally, but it also gave me a career pathway as well. So. Yeah. Very proud to be here doing the same for more young people.
Yeah, and it's absolutely fantastic. We can see how busy it is already. And that's what you're hoping to kind of encourage, isn't it? Get some of these young people to think about a career in youth work.
Yeah, absolutely. Not even just in youth work, just career prospects in future, future opportunities, building their confidence, their self-esteem, building themselves personally and socially so that they can go on and be successful in the future lives, whatever that may be. But creating a family network and a community around them that can provide those pathways and those opportunities for them.
And we can see just how popular it is. It's so busy here. You've only been open a couple of weeks. You've already got thousands of members. It looks amazing, but how sustainable is this? Because it must cost a fortune to run, and you're only charging 50p.
I think this youth zone alone costs nearly £2 million a year to run. We're open 7 days a week all year round. So it's sustainable by a partnership through the city's business sector, the local authority, the community itself and the young people that we work with. So around 80% of our funding comes from Salford and Manchester's private sector partners. And as well as the funding that gives us to do what we do day to day, it creates those opportunities and those pathways as well for the young people through some of the city's biggest employers.
Yeah, well, talk about young people, that's who we're here to talk about, isn't it? Do you think they're often overlooked in society? Do we need to listen to them more?
Yeah, I think so. I think young people have got a lot of opinions, they've got a lot to say. There was a recent lobby in Parliament around lowering the voting age to 16, and you can do a lot of other things legally at 16, but why not give them that voting opportunity and say what goes on? We create so many opportunities within the youth zone environment, as many youth organisations do, to give young people a voice so that they can shape decisions that affect them and their peers. But I think that definitely needs to happen on a more local, regional and national level as well.
And just quickly, Adam, you know, the government are setting out their youth strategy, aren't they, in the coming months? What would you like to see included in that to help support your young people?
I think a stronger statutory duty around youth work, not just services for young people, but youth work as a profession. More investment in youth services. It's been disproportionately disinvested in over the last 10 to 15 years, which accumulates in real terms to over £1 billion, 4,500 youth work jobs lost. So more investment in youth work. We're part of a wider national network of youth zones called the On-Side Network of Youth Zones, and we've been able to evidence nationally that there are people who want to get back and invest in youth services. Yeah, that's what we see from government.
Well, Adam, thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure to speak to you. Good luck with everything. And we're going to cross back to Gamal now for the last time. Gamal, where are you?
Yeah, hi Katie. Well, finally tonight, I'm on the terrace as a game of five-a-side football goes on below, and this area here will soon see plants and herbs courtesy of the team from Salford's RHS Bridgewater. And like those plants, it's really hope now that this youth zone will really take hold and grow in this community, allowing the young people, the thousands of young people who will be coming to this youth zone over the next months and years, allowing them and enabling them to prosper and to thrive. They've got big dreams. Here are a few of them. Very good night.
Hi, I'm Carter, and I would like to be a youth worker because I've been inspired by other workers that I know.
Hi, my name's Oprah, and when I'm older I want to be a paediatrician or a child therapist because I want to help people that have been through the same things that I've been through.
My name's Caden, and I want to be a footballer because I want to score goals for Man United and play for Barcelona.
Hi, my name's Daisy, and I want to be a paramedic when I'm older because I want to help people when they're at the worst and when they're at the best.
I'm Charlotte, and I want to be a film producer or a music teacher because I had an inspiring music teacher and I want to give that to other students and children that I had.
Why do I need a shower? I've been out in the rain.
The faster you go, the sooner you'll be out. You'll save water too.
United Utilities sponsors ITV Granada weather.
Hello, a very good evening to you. A decent day today, drier, brighter and warmer compared to yesterday. As we head into tomorrow, expect more cloud around with some warm days and muggy nights to end the last couple of days of the working week, and by the weekend it becomes quite showery and more widespread. So in a warm sector for Thursday and Friday, then we start importing some instability from France on Saturday, and then low pressure swings in for Sunday. So showers possibly merging to longer spells of rain, and they could be heavy and thundery. In comparison, overnight tonight, it's largely dry and clear for much of the night, but we do look to the southwest for a weather front approaching. That's what's going to give us the humidity as we head through into tomorrow. So ahead of that, dry, clear conditions for much of the night, but still warm, certainly for towns and cities. 5:02 and 9:32 are your sun times for tomorrow. This weather front pushes north and eastwards, but it goes out of steam as we head into the afternoon, so it just produces quite a lot of cloudy and damp weather with some low cloud over the hills. Temperature-wise, we're comfortably into the 20s Celsius, but the humidity starts to rise. Some warm nights and days as we head through towards the weekend, and certainly becoming showery through Saturday into Sunday.
United Utilities sponsors ITV Granada weather.
Making the most of summer. Piri sponsors ITV pollen count.
Grass pollen counts have been quite high today, with more cloud and a few showers over the next few days down to moderate, and with it more unsettled into the weekend, it's back down to low. Do take care, enjoy the rest of your evening. See you soon.